Hello, guys. Hello. Bear with me. Sinuses and shit like that. Okay. Hello, guys. Hello. Bear with me, sinuses and everything like that. But okay. I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts. I haven't talked about this series in a long time. Let me see. Let me see how long I haven't talked about this series. To be quite honest with you, I want to go on YouTube just to see how long I haven't really been talking about this series. And look, I love Kingdom Hearts. I do. I really do. I played Kingdom Hearts ever since I was a little kid. I played the first game when it first came out. Well, not when it first came out, but I was around that time. Around that time when the game did come out, I did play it. You know, and it was a fun experience. Then eventually, when I got older, moved to Massachusetts, and I played it even more, basically, because I used to live in Indiana and stuff like that. But this game was everything to me. You know, I liked the fact that Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters came together to make this freaking awesome game. You know, you're obviously going to get Kingdom Hearts haters from the beginning. Oh, why all Final Fantasy characters meeting Disney characters? I'm more like those type of people. Those people don't deserve the air I breathe, and those people don't deserve literally a conversation because they're that dumb. They are. They're that stupid. They don't deserve a conversation. They don't, because they're that idiotic. They are. Right. And it's not because you're a Kingdom Hearts hater. It's because you have such a low I fucking goddamn IQ that you're not gonna see Kingdom Hearts in a knowledgeable way. But I'm not here to talk about that. What will I ever talk about Kingdom Hearts in a spiritual enlightenment way? Probably not. Judging how I know the time it is on this planet, and knowing how I feel about this franchise, maybe I'm never going to talk about it again. Maybe this is the last video of me talking about it. You know, um, this series has obviously the last game I played was Kingdom Hearts 3. You guys know that. I had mixed up emotions at first, but then overall I came to the conclusion that this game is just not good. There was some aspects of the game that had good stuff in it, like the whole part with Donald and Goofy. That shit is amazing. Donald and Goofy were like the best things in that game. They were, and one of the reasons why I kept going and playing the game because Donald and Goofy were actually fucking awesome. You know, they were actually really fucking amazing and shit. Hold on. Silences people. I apologize for this shit because what are you gonna do? You know. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But sorry, my allergies are really bad. As you can see, as you can tell, it's making me going ugh. Sometimes it's this side, but then it's this side. But moving on. This series, supposedly there's gonna be a Kingdom Hearts either TV series or a fucking movie. At this point, no. Even if they put it on Disney Plus, I'm not gonna watch it. The only if I ever watch it, a Kingdom Hearts fan that has been playing the series since the beginning has to tell me, yeah, this shit's good, or maybe you should check it out. Because anyone that came in to this series during Kingdom Hearts 3 or after, oh, to be honest, how about this? The people that think they know everything about Kingdom Hearts, even though your first game is Kingdom Hearts 3, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright? Get the fuck out of here. Because if you play Kingdom Hearts 3 and that was your first introduction to the game, you had plenty of opportunities to play the other games. There was no excuse. It's on PS4. Just saying. I really don't care if there's low FPS, guys. Stop reminding me of that shit. I don't give a fuck. Fucking Facebook, my god. Fucking stupid piece of shit. Seriously, man. Fucking serious. Like, I give a fuck. Like, I give a fuck. Seriously, like, I give a fucking rat's ass if the FPS is low. Like, I give a fuck. God. I'm not just one of these high YouTubers that want to fucking jack themselves off just because it has good quality. Seriously, man. So, I haven't talked about Kingdom Hearts in a long time. I remember talking about Final Fantasy, which was Final Fantasy 9 Remake. Square Enix doesn't know what Final Fantasy, what makes Final Fantasy 9 so great, and it's true. They don't. The fact that they're remaking Final Fantasy 9, there's even going to be a TV series of Final Fantasy 9. No. Look, I would have been excited about that, but I know they're going to fuck it up. This is Square Enix of now. This is not Square Enix from the 90s or Square Enix around when they made Kingdom Hearts 2. This is Square Enix now. If it was the Square Enix that made Kingdom Hearts 2, I definitely would have been like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. But this is not the Square Enix that made Kingdom Hearts 2. This is the Square Enix that makes Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy fucking 15, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I say Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 slash a whole bunch of fucking goddamn sequels? Because let's milk this shit because we can't make anything else? I'm looking at Final Fantasy 16 and I'm like, that's going to be shit too. Oh, because it's not turn-based. You damn fucking right it is. I just said that just to piss people off. Did it work? Good. Cause fuck off. Seriously. Seriously. Cause all you people, literally, I want to point this out too. There are people that want the Shin Megami series to be action RPG. So, and in turn, they think they will make the game better, like with the story and all that shit. No. If the story is bad, the story is going to be bad. Just because the gameplay is awesome and great, and maybe the soundtrack is, like Shin Megami 5. Shin Megami 5 made a lot of money. You think Atlas is going to change the format of Shin Megami? No, it's not. And Shin Megami Tensei series is getting more popular than it has before, really because companies like Square Enix, or Square, I should say for that matter, because the Enix side of it is actually doing good. At least with Dragon Quest. I don't know about the Star Ocean series because I haven't read into that. But I heard that Square fucked it up really bad. Like, fucked it up really bad. And it makes sense. Maybe the Star Ocean series got fucked up first before Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. Who knows? I don't know. Going back, I haven't really looked at that stuff of the Star Ocean series. If you have, let me know. Because I was thinking about getting into the series, but if Square, maybe not the modern Star Ocean series, maybe the past ones, but let me know. Because they did used to be published by Enix a long time ago. Hold on. Yeah, I have to make that big fucking... I have to sneeze big and shit like that just to... Hold on. Great. I probably should not make a video, right? But, but whatever. You know what? Stop showing me this fucking FPS type of shit, Facebook, because I will put your fucking ass. I don't give a fuck. Stop showing me that shit. I was gonna just zoom into my fucking goddamn camera here on Facebook. But no, it's not going. It's probably not going to go that way. So let me check on YouTube real quick. So the last Kingdom Hearts video I made was 4 months ago. Clan Rank, Kingdom Hearts 4, and more. What is it? What's that thing that I put on the thumbnail? Me waking up to Kingdom Hearts 4 news, damn well knowing it's going to take 5 years or more to come out. Pretty much. Pretty much. This is the pattern for Square Enix. Ever since Square Enix had this pattern, their games haven't been good. Okay? If you want to point out something that's hurting this company, it's that. It's hurting them to the T. Now, I have heard that the CEO of Square is literally telling their developers stop catering or stop making the games like the US market. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. You're not the US market, you're the Japanese market. Reasons why people go to you. People don't go to you because, oh, you're similar to America. No. No one does. People that live in America don't want to fucking live through the American shit. Seriously. Seriously. All that fucking corrupt shit. Oh, but you're in the land of the free. Man, shut the fuck up. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. If you think you're in the land of the free, then you're fucking stupid as fuck. Alright? Land of the fucking goddamn free? Okay, so get out of the grid. Don't don't use laptops. Don't use cell phones. Literally live in the fucking goddamn woods and see what happens. Literally the government goes straight after your ass. Because you're not giving them money. You're giving more priority to nature than them. That is why they go after you. Okay? That shit's real. Whether you fucking like it or not. And if you don't fucking think that's true, then try it yourself, you fucking motherfucker, and you find out what the world really fucking goddamn is. Seriously. That should fucking tell you right there that they don't want you to spend 1 second with nature. But they want to spend all that time, they want you to spend all that time on a fucking goddamn screen on a fucking goddamn time. All the time. All the time. You can't even fucking spend time with your fucking family. And even if you did, they fucking want to talk about stupid shit. Or something. I don't know. Like, that political shit, in my opinion, that's just childish. It is. It's fucking childish. But, going back to Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm going to keep talking. I know you can't see me, but Kingdom Hearts 3 Kingdom Hearts 3 should have ended this saga. This saga. Not the whole series, just the saga. And already people I've mentioned this already. I have, and you guys know this. Um Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance is literally Kingdom Hearts 3. Even when I was playing this game, I don't know if I told you this, maybe I did. But even when I was playing this game, I told myself, even if Kingdom Hearts 3 is bad, or it's not good, or it doesn't live up to the hype, this is living up to the hype. Dream Drop Distance, in my opinion, is Kingdom Hearts 3. At this point, it is. It is. It has 3D on it. Oh, it's because of 3DS and shit like that. Nomura did say that this is part of Kingdom Hearts 3. You know what I think Nomura did? He expanded Kingdom Hearts 3. It's to Dream Drop Distance. Maybe Coded? Well, actually, no. Coded's still part of Kingdom Hearts 2, in my opinion. Just because of the way it is. It literally takes place right after Kingdom Hearts 2, so it makes sense, you know? But Coded, I mean, not Coded, but, the 3D version of Kingdom Hearts, Dream Drop Distance, that one is part of Kingdom Hearts 3. And then you have the Aqua side story, you know, that was great, which was originally supposed to be part of Kingdom Hearts 3, but they took it out and made it its own demo. But that's a part of Kingdom Hearts 3, and so is the backstory of the Union Cross type shit that they gave us for the film. And then it's Kingdom Hearts 3. That's 4 games. That's, well, a movie, but still, 4 games, 3 games in one movie. That's basically what they did with the remasters and all that shit. You see how the pattern is? You see, the hardcore Kingdom Hearts fans would actually see that now and be like, holy shit, they actually did that. Something I just point out right now, man. They did do that. I don't know why they didn't tell us this, and I don't know why we didn't see this now. And obviously, I understand. Well, I understand and understand why they didn't tell us this, because it would have pissed us off. It would have. Would have pissed you off? It definitely would have pissed me off. I would have been like, oh, so what you're doing is basically bullshit? To be honest, I'll say this right now. If they did set that, I wouldn't have never pre-ordered or bought Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe that's why, you see? And yes, Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't have Final Fantasy characters, which it should have had from the beginning. Not with the DLC shit. Did I play with the DLC and all that? The Remake crap? No, I didn't. Did I even play with the sequel? The sequel to Kingdom Hearts? You have Dream Drop Distance, the Aqua story, the Key story, Kingdom Hearts 3, and then all of a sudden Green Mine, and then that rhythm game with Kyrie. That is 6 fucking games. That's 6 games. All in one to make one cohesive game. And it's still not good enough. Why? Because it's a hodgepodge of a mess. And there's like only 2, the Aqua and Dream Drop Distance, that are great. Everything else is shit. Everything else is crap. Even the movie, sorry guys again. Even the movie with the key characters, even that's kind of lackluster. For kind of allowed the movie of 358/2 days is more better. It really is. It really fucking is. Right? It really is. And that's for people that look, if you never played 358/2 days, you owe it to yourself to do it. It has some flaws, yes, but the story is really fucking good. It is. One of the reasons why in Kingdom Hearts 3, when it pays homage to the Birth by Sleep duo and the 358/2 days duo, it's great. But once it focuses on the main duo, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. I literally, when I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm like, okay, Square, apparently you don't care about Sora, Kairi, and Riku now. And the thing is, too, I literally told myself, and you guys have heard about this too, it's like you had 3 people writing 3 different stories. One that knew about their characters from 358/2 days, which was the better narrative of the character story, and then the second one was Birth by Sleep, and then the third one was the main duo that no one didn't give a fuck about, except for Riku. The whole part with Sora being a fucking bitch and shit, literally, oh, I give up and shit. I was screaming at the screen and literally saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? You would never do this. Even Riku was like standing up and all that, and I'm like, yo, my boy Riku, yeah, yeah. But then Sora just gives up. Sora just gives up. I could probably understand a little bit of Aqua because she's seeing herself and she feels depressed and maybe what she went through and all that. I'll give that a pass. Fine. But with Sora? Sora should be telling Aqua, 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 Aqua. You know? But no, we don't get that. We don't get that. Sora fucking gives up. And Riku doesn't, as Riku should not. When Riku didn't give up, I'm literally telling myself, how come Sora's is not doing the same shit? Everyone around them is not doing what Sora's doing. But Sora's fucking giving up. Why he wants to give up? There was no hint of him wanting to be like that. Oh, yes, there was in the beginning of the game when he lost his powers and he's like, oh, I'm being making fun of like Donald and Goofy. Wow. Wow. All that shit told me is that Sora is more stupid. He shouldn't be more stupid just to cater to fucking fangirls that like stupid characters. Oh, it's cute. No, it's not. It's not fucking cute. It's not. It's not fucking cute. The reason people like Goku stupid is because they made Sora stupider than Goku. Okay? Alright? And I don't mind Goku stupid, but if you pass Goku stupid, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Because at least with Goku stupid, he still fights. He still trains. He still's a badass. But with Sora, he wants to give up. He wants to fucking give up. He wants to be hyped and be like, yeah, I can do this and that. And then when it finally fucking happens, he fucking cracks like a bitch. If I was if I was the voice actor for Sora, I would have told Square Enix this is not the character. Change it, or else I'm not going to voice him. And most likely, they probably would have replaced Haley Joel Osment if he said that. Maybe they would. Maybe they would have. Maybe they would have. Knowing how Disney is and Square, they probably would have. And it would have looked stupid on them. It would have been the whole thing of freaking Crisis Core remake. The Crisis Core remake does look promising. The one flaw they fucking did was fucking Zach's voice. Oh, we wanted him to sound younger. Why? I don't want my character to sound younger. Reasons, reasons why? People want an older Spider-Man. People don't want a younger Spider-Man. I hate the younger Spider-Man. Why? Because you make look. I don't mind the younger Spider-Man, but you're not making Spider-Man grow up, and that tells me that you don't want him to go through consequences. You still want him to act like a kid. That's why I'm not a big fan of the Tom Holland Spider-Man right now. He's fine and everything like that, but I want an older Spider-Man. I want an older Spider-Man. I want a Spider-Man that's in his 40s or 50s. Okay? That Batman type of shit. I'm dead serious. But we probably will never get that. Because we need to cater to the young folks. You already have Miles Morales. You already have Spider-Gwen. What more do you want? What more do you fucking want? It's the same fucking scenario with that shit, man. It is. It fucking is. It's fucking pathetic. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I hate that I have to keep doing this shit. I wish I wasn't like this right now. If I have to freaking dry my fucking nose just to freaking make this video, I have to. And look at this. They're gonna put Star Wars, most likely. Hold on. I'm telling you guys, sinuses. Someone's going to be like, oh, maybe it's you just getting sick. Don't throw that fucking low vibration crap to me, motherfucker. It's my sinuses. I know when it's my sinuses, motherfucker. Alright, don't tell me how my body functions. I know how my body functions. Seriously. You're not my body or you're not me, dumbass. Seriously. But, this, okay. Supposedly there might be Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts 4. Supposedly. You know, all of this hype for Kingdom Hearts and shit like that, I just don't care, man. I just don't care. That shit died after Kingdom Hearts. That shit died when I played Kingdom Hearts 3. The Hercules part was fine, and the toy box was fine, and the Pirates of the Caribbean was fine because the open world was great. The story could have been better. They could have picked a better movie from that franchise, but that doesn't matter as long as you have a good story. No, they could have picked a better movie and shit like that. Yeah, they probably could have, but decided to pick the third one instead of the sequel. I don't know why. Maybe Square Enix is fucking goddamn stupid. Who knows? Maybe they are. We almost got Treasure Planet in 358. I mean 358. We almost got Treasure Planet in Dream Drop Distance. And if it wasn't Treasure Planet, I think it was supposedly the place where Peter Pan is, um Neverland. I think it was supposed to be one of those. But I don't think they did put it. But the thing is, they should have put Treasure Planet in Kingdom Hearts 3. They should have put Treasure Planet in Kingdom Hearts 3. Have you noticed in Kingdom Hearts 3, they put the franchises that are most popular? Obviously, Toy Story is a given because in Monsters Inc. Mainly because that's been literally people have literally been telling Square Enix to put that there ever since Kingdom Hearts 2 actually, or actually Kingdom Hearts 1, because there was more Disney movies after that. Well, I'll say after Kingdom Hearts 2. And there was Buzz and Woody's um, figure in Kingdom Hearts 2 in the files. So they were supposed to be there, maybe as summons, but then they scrapped it. I don't know why. Obviously, maybe the whole Pixar situation, because I think Disney didn't own Pixar at that time. I don't think they did, which is kind of weird, even though they were been working for each other for like years, but they didn't own them until recently. That doesn't sound right. And if that's true, Disney, you're fucking lazy as shit. You really are. My God. I mean, there's laziness and there's stupidity at the same time, man. There really is. So I really, what else am I supposed to say about this franchise, man? No, seriously, what else am I supposed to say about this franchise? Ever since Kingdom Hearts 3, I have went to play other franchises like Shin Megami and Dragon Quest, and they have gave me more satisfaction. Oh, you just say that because it's turn-based. What are you talking about? I love action RPG. I do. Not to say I don't like turn-based. Turn-based is the first thing that got introduced to Final Fantasy. I mean, to me. And it was a Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the Game Boy. So I love turn-based, you know? But the fact that some people think that turn-based is old and should never come back, fuck you. Fuck you. No, seriously, fuck you. Why? Because you basically telling the developer that yeah, you don't have to make a good story. What do you think? What do you think we have turn-based RPGs to begin with, so they can focus more on the story? Okay, maybe you might not like the story. You might like some of the characters. I'm playing Shirogami Apocalypse, and yes, the characters are not the best, but individually, when you look at them, they're good, and I like them. I like the characters in Shin Megami Apocalypse, to be quite honest. Again, going back, are they the best? No, but at least they're not Kingdom Hearts 3 characters. And I get it. And I get it. Shin Megami Apocalypse in some Shin Megami games they do have that whole friendship dynamic. What you see in Kingdom Hearts series, which some people don't like. Oh, I hate the whole friendship dynamic and shit like that. That's been in RPGs before Final Fantasy. I mean, before Kingdom Hearts. I hope you know that. Kingdom Hearts just enhanced it and made it more popular. That's really it. But it's always been there, especially in your anime. So don't be like, oh, I hate that type of friendship type shit when it's in your anime and you enjoy that shit. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Seriously, you like it in your anime, but you won't like it in your video games? Fuck off. You're a hypocrite. You're a fucking hypocrite. You're a fucking hypocrite. You are. You're a hypocrite. You're a fucking hypocrite. Seriously, I don't care if you dislike this video or leave. You don't deserve to fucking. You don't deserve the air I breathe. I'll tell you that much right now. I don't care. You can die tomorrow and I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Seriously. Hell, if I die tomorrow, you won't give a fuck either. So why should I fucking care? Right? 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 Shit. The, uh, Again, going back, I'm playing Shin Megami and Dragon Quest. For kind of loud, I still haven't played the new What Ends With You game yet. Not because I think it's bad or anything like that. I have it. It's just I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Yeah, the new What Ends With You game, I haven't gotten around to playing it. I have it, like I said, but I haven't gotten around to play it because I'm playing other shit. I'm almost done with Shin Megami Apocalypse, and right after that, I'm actually want to work on my game, on my 3DS game. Even though yeah, Nintendo's going to close the eShop and all that stuff. Me, I really don't mind it because I'm just going to work on my game and practice it. Then I have RPG Maker on my Switch, so I can work on that, and then eventually I share it online and shit like that because the Switch is going to be around more, obviously, the online version than the 3DS. Um, at least from what I think about right now, even though in a spiritual enlightenment way, that's most likely not going to happen. Yeah. I mean, the internet will still be around. It'd just be shut off for like who knows how long. but but the internet has been around forever. Literally, even before the internet became the internet, it has been around forever. It has. It's just that the government used it more, and then they eventually gave it to us. That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. It's always been like that. Always been that way. Mainly because you should know by now that your military is 30 years advanced with technology than we are. So no shit, right? And then eventually when they don't use it anymore, you just give it to us. You know, what do you think they have the PlayStation and all that stuff? All of that stuff came from the military. No joke. All right, that shit all started around with the military and shit like that, in the government and shit. So don't fuck with me when it comes to this. I know my history when it comes to gaming. Seriously. All right, I might not like. I might not know the crackdown of it, but I know where it started and I know where it came from before it became a mass thing. Right? Because a lot of people might be like, "Oh, video games started here in Japan and all that shit," and I'm like, "No, it all started with the military, all right? By practicing whatever. You know, again, they have video games for it. You know, so what do you think? There's so many war video games. It's because that's been around forever. You know, so because the military people do like simulations and all that shit. But moving on, I just wanted to point that out for like people that want to be like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. A little fun fact for gaming or for gamers that want to learn more. But I look, I love Kingdom Hearts. I do. That's why it pains me to see the way Kingdom Hearts 3 is, man. It really is. And a lot of people do say, including myself, Kingdom Hearts 4 better revive the whole fucking. It better be the Phoenix of the Ash. Square Enix has nothing. Look, Square, I want to tell you this right now. Kingdom Hearts 4 better be the Phoenix, right, rising from the ashes. It better be. Because what you did in Kingdom Hearts 4 was literally bad. Bad, 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 bad. Bad. Now, I'm not gonna. And whatever. Look, obviously, you're gonna get some people that come here, like the haters and shit like that. I'm not here to. Don't. If they come, just ignore them. And I'll delete their comments or block them. Right? Because, first of all, you're gonna go to a Kingdom Hearts YouTube video and talk shit, even though you're not a fan of the series, then why are you watching it? Why are you watching this video? Are you bored? Do you have anything else to do? You can't beat up a baby or beat up a grandma or beat up a kitten, so you have to do this? What is it? What? No, seriously. Well, what's your prerogative? What, you can't rape anybody, you can't kill anybody, so you have to do this type of shit? Seriously. You got to think of the mindset of these type of fucking goddamn pathetic people, man. Seriously, because people are like that. People get that bored because they can't do certain shit, so they go online to make people's life feel miserable, so they can get something. At that point, you're not a person. You're not a human. You're not a person. You're a fucking robot or a monster that deserves to fucking goddamn die. Along with these pedophiles. Yep, I said it. All right. So again, you know, might as well just be like this. Literally, might as well just be like this because I'm going to be like this all day at this point. So if Kingdom Hearts, hold on, guys, I'll be back. Okay, I'm sorry about that, people. I apologize, but I really do. I apologize. Okay, going back to Kingdom Hearts. Hopefully, I don't get like what I am, but hey, whatever. All I know is that this series has to do something. All right, look. I know some people might come here that plays Shimigami or something like that, or people that notice some stuff about Shimigami. I hate pressing this shit, man. Like last every time it says the whole frame rate and shit like that, I got rid of it and it never showed again. Stop showing it. My God, do I have to do something? I really hate this whole shit right now. I really fucking am. What they say? Oh, I just have bad fucking quality. Man, fuck you. Uh, like fuck off. So, um, okay, whatever. But moving on. The This whole series should have ended in Dream Drop Distance. To be quite honest, yes. Oh, but you didn't fight Xano, the old man Xano. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I don't care. At this point, I don't care. We fought Xano in Birth by Sleep. Right? We fought Xano in Birth by Sleep. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I think we can live. You know? We fought young Xano. And I think that's pretty much fine. Seriously. I think that's pretty much fine. It is. I think that's fine. You fought Xehanort in the prequel, and you fight his younger version in the finale. And it's like, oh my god, you're going to fight him in the fated place of, the Kibli graveyard and shit like that. Let's just have that in our heads. I'll just get the comic book version. I'm sure the comic book version is 10 times fucking better. 10 times fucking better than Kingdom Hearts game is. Right? Most likely it is. Right? God. You know what? There's another thing too that you guys should know about these allergies. There's something you should know too about these allergies. It depends what you eat too. I hope you know that. Oh, what are you talking about? Little science here, to be quite honest. If you eat junk, this is what's going to happen. What do you mean? If you start eating unhealthy shit like cookies, um, chips, and all that stuff, ice cream, I think, this shit starts happening to you. And you wonder why it's actually that. It's not because of really sinuses. It could be that, what's in the air and shit like that, because the whole thing of, I won't talk about it, because it's not my enlightenment channel and shit like that. But still, um, what you eat does matter, right? Because it has to come out of you somehow. Either it's going to come throughout the nose, you pissing, or you're shitting. It has to be one. So which one you want? So I again apologize for this. I know it's been back and forth and all that, but I wasn't planning this at all. So I am sorry. So maybe I should end this video soon. Let's just talk about more about Kingdom Hearts before I freaking blow a gasket in my brain. So this stuff right here, this stuff. Oh, they want me to go to the fucking. They want me to change the FPS type shit, but yet they're gonna send me to another site with a whole bunch of stupid information about the beta business and shit like that. The beta metaverse, actually. Man, fuck that shit. Suck my dick. Seriously, suck my fucking cock. So this series, Kingdom Hearts 3, just a series in general. The series in general needs to have like a revival, man. Has to have a revival. If not, start over. Start over. Start literally after Kingdom Hearts 2. And just start with new characters. Oh, but Aqua and Sqawn and Roxas, nope. They're for all as we know, they're gone forever. They're gone forever. They're gone forever. They're gone forever. So is Xehanort. They're gone forever. They're gone forever. I remember telling my friend this, and my friend was like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If they started over with Kingdom Hearts, they should start with Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, after Kingdom Hearts 2. And I agree. I fucking agree. I agree. I agree. Why do you think I stopped buying some of these games and I started to make my own fucking goddamn game? Because these developers can't do it anymore. These developers suck. Now you want to do some NFTs type shit and all that crap? Then fuck off. Fuck off. And I'm not just talking about Square Enix, I'm talking about other companies that are doing the same shit that this company is doing. NFTs are the future. No, motherfucker. You see the writing on the wall of your own company and in this whole system that we live in of life that we call life. You literally see the writing on the wall, and you want to make as much money as possible before your company is literally down under. That's really what's happening in a higher viewpoint of knowledge. It is in a higher viewpoint of knowledge. That's what's really happening. Oh, I thought you said this wasn't a lightning video. It's not. But I'm pointing that out because this is, if you want to know why these companies are acting the way they are, there you go. Okay? They know the writing is on the wall. That's why they're acting such a fucking pissed off piece of shit. They don't have to satisfy us anymore. They already did that. They don't have to fucking make us happy anymore. They did that during the 90s and the 2000s. So why the fuck do they need to make us happy anymore? Now it's all about them. It is. It's all about them now. Look at all these video game companies, man. It's all about them. It's all about them now. All right? Seriously. When I saw that shit, I literally saw that shit before it started happening. And now it's happening even more. And people haven't really noticed that. And you should notice that. Right? If I notice something, I should tell you. Right? That way it would trickle in other people's brains and then they start noticing. Even people that don't watch this video will start noticing. Why? Because it goes out in the ether. If you thought about it or you say it, it goes out in the ether. It doesn't matter. It does. It does. That is science. That is science. Oh, what type of science you're talking about? That's cosmic science. Not the science they fucking taught you in fucking goddamn school. Seriously. Oh, here's a plaque for you learning all terrible shit. So many people around here want to preserve the history of what we learned in school, but yet they don't want to talk about the history about slavery. Oh, because it's too painful. Man, suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Kiss my ass, man. Kiss my fucking ass. Oh, we shouldn't talk about slavery because it's too painful. Maybe for you. And it's funny too, because it's usually Caucasians that say that. It's not all of you, but some of you guys say that, and I'm just like, see, you know what that is? You know what that's called? Subconscious racism. It's a thing. It is. It's a thing, and it happens to more of color people than you think it is. To be honest, it happens to our own kind the more you think it is. Seriously, it's fucking terrible. Right? With Kingdom Hearts 3 in these franchises, the reason I mentioned that shit, the whole thing, is because people act this way and then they do it with these products. Sometimes they have that type of mindset and they put the mindset in that product. This is how these game developers are. They want to show their true colors now more than ever. And I told my friend this. My friend was like, yeah, they are showing their true colors more than ever. Look at Rockstar. You think Rockstar gives a fuck? I'm telling the whole story to my friend's sister and the girl that I like. I'm telling the whole story about the whole thing about with the GTA stuff. They don't give a fuck. 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 You hear my words? They don't give a fuck. They're one of these motherfuckers that, hey, well, as long as I'm playing GTA, it's fine. Now, I'm sure they do care, but the way that they express themselves sounds like they didn't give a fuck. Especially when I talk to some people when it comes to freaking Final Fantasy VII Remake. Did you play the original? No. Okay then shut the fuck up and play the original. Oh, but the graphics. Shut the fuck. Then you can't play an Atari game. I've seen little kids play an Atari game and you have more fun playing that game than modern games. Oh, what kind of child will play an Atari game nowadays? Go on YouTube. They're all kids playing Atari games. Okay? Don't put yourself in one box, dumb idiots. That's what I hate about fucking gamers, man. They like to put themselves in one box, and then everything outside of that box. Oh, that can't be real. That's impossible. Oh, not in my franchise. Oh, not in my company. Whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. You know the company that you're supporting is more corrupt than anything, man. It really is, right? And then to do this to these games like Kingdom Hearts, you know, Square knows they can't do that to Dragon Quest. They know they can't. They can't. They can't. Oh, what makes you say that? Apparently, you don't know how big Dragon Quest is in Japan. You dumb motherfucker. For crying out loud, Dragon Quest IX almost became an action RPG, and fans will piss. So they change it back to turn-based. You see? You see? This is the shit that we're dealing with. I'm not talking about with the fan base. I'm talking about how how Square is. Square wants to make everything actiony, so they don't have to. They want to hide all the pathetic shit with shit going like this at you, instead of and distracting you with this shit actiony, instead of distracting you with a good storyline, good characters, or good fucking soundtrack. People might not like Shin Megami 5. I like it. But people might not like Shin Megami 5. I fucking love it because the gameplay is fucking good. It really is. It's good. People that even hate Shin Megami 5 say the gameplay is fucking good. And it is. It's good. And the soundtrack is fucking amazing in that game. To me, if you can keep a good gameplay and good, soundtrack, you still got me. You still hooked me through the game. Doesn't matter if the story is like or a little god awful. As long if the characters are fun, the story, the soundtrack is great, and the gameplay is fun. Why should I? I'm not gonna complain all that much. You know, that's why I'm having fun with Shin Megami Apocalypse because I love the gameplay, and and it's funny too because I did took a pause from Shin Megami 5 to play Shin Megami Apocalypse, just because you could dress your characters wherever you want and everything like that. It just resonated with me. So, and I want to dress my character with the jack-o'-lantern head and make them look like Clown and stuff like that. I thought that was great. I love when games do that. I love when you have a certain character you can make your own, a specific character and all that. That's one of the reasons why I like Lightning Returns, because you can make Lightning whatever she wants. Make her look however she wants, even though it's just cosmetic purposes. Even though some outfits do change a few things, from what I can remember. But alright, hold on. So the neighbor's gonna be pissed at me. But fuck it, man. Who cares? So the I just these is any Japanese developer or any Japanese company looking at these types of videos? Do they even care? All they care is about making money, which, yeah, I get it. They're a company, you have to make money, but But at what cost? Look at 2K. Look what they did with WWE 2K. I'm telling you guys, these companies don't care. And all you guys want to act like, oh, they still care, still care. They don't. There's only a small minority of companies that do give a fuck. Other than that, there's like probably 5 that do give a fuck, and all the rest don't. They don't care. They up for the NFTs, the microtransactions. These have been people pointing out, oh, so Dragon Quest 12 should be action. Why are we even discussing this to begin with? Dragon Quest 11 made money. and so does Shin Megami 5. If those games made money, especially if it's especially if it's a recent franchise and made more money than the other franchises, then what does that tell you? They're not going to change. They're not going to change anything. They're not going to change the gameplay. They might change a few stuff, but they're not going to change it into action. Okay, they're not. And the thing is too, in Dragon Quest XI, there is a type of form of action RPG. Some people might be like, "Oh, but it's not like if I can go back with the person, I can hit them and they get weaker." Play Parasite Eve. They didn't have that option in Dragon Quest XI. Okay, but maybe they could put it in the next Dragon Quest game. You know, if you want a game like that, play Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve is like that. Yeah, you know how many bosses that are hard as fucking Parasite Eve, but you can literally blaze right through them if you literally just target them in the back? The T-Rex is like one of the hardest bosses in that game. And when I first played that, and when I first fought him, I beat him my first try. Because I knew what to do. Attack from the back. Because the weak points are in the back. It's like, it's almost like Elden Ring. I haven't played Elden Ring, but I've seen my friend played it, and it looked great. I might thinking about getting it, to be quite honest. But there's so many stuff that you need to do in that game, and I'm just like, I just don't have, right now, I just don't have time to put my whole effort into another RPG game. I'm already doing that with Shin Megami 5 and Shin Megami Apocalypse. And in Shin Megami Apocalypse, I'm already 90 hours into that game. I'm almost done with it, but I spent 90 hours into that game. Shin Megami Apocalypse 5? I mean, Shin Megami 5? Not Shin Megami Apocalypse, sorry. Shin Megami 5? I spent like 75 hours in that game. I can't do that with Elden Ring, to be quite honest, because I feel like I'll be there all day. And I feel like I will not be done with it. I feel like I'll literally be playing with it. It's almost like Dragon Ball Fusion. If you never played Dragon Ball Fusion, get it. It is a fucking phenomenal DS game. 3DS game. But it's great. It is. If they decided to make an anime movie of Dragon Ball Fusion, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Because that game is actually really fucking fun. It really is. I don't know if there's DLC for it or anything like that, but it's fun. Is it hard? Yeah, there's some hard aspects in it. But overall, it's fun. It's really fun. And the game's not over even after you beat it. Because there's characters you need to still unlock to fuse with them. I like it. It's a great Pokemon game. It's not literally like a Pokemon game, but you grab stands and you can fuse them. Kind of like again, kind of like you're collecting them. Like Pokemon or like Shimigami game, you know? And then it's funny too, because in Dragon Ball Fusion, it kind of pays homage to Shimigami, where you're fusing you and your other sand character together to make one sand character, to make it stronger and shit like that. Awesome. Awesome. I love that shit. So if you haven't played that game, you should. And and I want to point that out too, because I like the whole monster aspect and of Dream Drop Distance. I do. I didn't like the whole Dream Eater theme. La, 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 la. I'm like, you know, you're making it very hard for people to say that all Kingdom Hearts is just for kids. It isn't. It isn't. People die in this series. Okay? People die in this series. Now the thing is too, Square did kill that. So basically, the only person that literally did die was Ericus. Oh, but Xano died. We saw Xano in the rhythm game. He's not dead. He's not dead. Okay. Oh, but it's the afterlife and shit. He's not dead. He's not dead. They killed Kyrie off. They even killed Sora off. With no indications whatsoever, by the way. When they killed Kyrie off, I was in shock. And then all of a sudden, when Mickey was like, "It's finally over," and I'm like, "Yeah, finally over." And then Sora's like, "No," and I'm like, "Oh shit, Kyrie." And then that's why I told myself, okay, the game's going to keep going though, right? Nope, it ends. That was anticlimactic. I feel like they were rushing to the end because they knew they fucked up. Square Enix knew they fucked up Kingdom Hearts 3. What do you think they're trying to fucking salvage it? Kingdom Hearts 4 better be the savager. Better, better bring back the series back to its roots and everything like that. And literally just explain, not explain, but help, literally just give us the answers that we've been asking for ever since Kingdom Hearts 2. Something that you still haven't fucking goddamn done, Nomura. My goodness, man. And then you're just gonna add on top of story, and never give you the answer for it. I get it though. Some things you don't need the answer to, which is fine. You know, you can sometimes you can look at the story and think of it and put two to two together and all that shit, and that's fine. But when you have another game that's on mobile, you can't play anymore because they decided to shut down the servers. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's why people say there should be a Union Cross game that is not on mobile. Yes, thank you. But yet you still put it on mobile because you want to fucking milk that shit. And then it's going to weave into fucking Kingdom Hearts games that people are going to be fucking confused. I stopped following the whole Union Cross type shit. I stopped. I stopped. After the whole thing with the whole, after they were like, oh yeah, we're going to keep going, but with the Xehanort stuff, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. They should have been in Kingdom Hearts 3. Xehanort's backstory should have been in Kingdom Hearts 3. When we went to a Skyland Chasm, we should have got all of that shit. But no, we didn't. We did it. Where's my big giant boss fight too? We didn't get that in that game. For crying out loud, freaking, at least for crying out loud, Final Fantasy 15 gave me that. But Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't. Look, I'll say this. I've never been a big fan of RPG games when they have a big giant boss and then all of a sudden you're fighting a normal boss at the end. I've never been a big fan of that. Never been. Because I'm all like, you have a big giant boss, and then and then after that I'm just gonna fight a normal person. I want to fight a giant fucking god, not a fucking wimp. That's the one flaw I do have with Kingdom Hearts 2. In the end, look, the whole part with Xemnas and all that is great, but you fighting him and that dragon and shooting and everything like that, then eventually, you go in his head and fighting him and all that. That shit was awesome. And then you fighting him in this white place, which is still dope, and he has this fucking coat, which is still dope, and he has fucking lightsabers with his hands, which is still cool and everything like that. It's dope. Everything's epic, all epic. But if I want to like, little, I guess you could call it a nitpick, I guess, but when, I just feel like it could have been better as a boss fight. It's still great because I know why they did it, but I like to have my RPG games end with a big giant boss fight. That's why I love, and I mean love Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 1 because they do that shit. They do that shit. Even, and yes, the 358/2 days does do that aspect of what Kingdom Hearts 2 did. Big giant boss fight, then it goes to a normal person you're gonna fight at the end of the game. Which I didn't mind that all that much in that game because in story cohesive narrative, it's fine because it fits with Kingdom Hearts 2 in the narrative perspective. But if it was going to end a series or anything like that, then I would be like, should have done that. That's just me. That's just me as a gamer. That's just me as a gamer. I just like to fight big giant monsters, big giant titans at the end of my games. That's just me, man. Hey, man, that's just me. Cause, cause when I feel like I defeated a giant epic boss, I feel like I accomplished something. You know, that's more than I can say in the Shimigami series because you have a big giant monster, they'd be like, yeah, when I beat you, you're gonna add me in my team. He's gonna be huge too. No, he's the same size as you. That's the biggest flaw I have with Shimigami. I do. That's the biggest flaw I have with Shimigami. Well, how do you expect they're gonna fit the model on the screen? I don't care. That's the developer's fault, not me. What if I want a giant rock titan right next to me and I'm fucking this tiny? What if I want that? Oh, it's too overpowered. Then don't make the fucking monsters like that then. Seriously, don't make the monsters like that then. Don't give me Shiva. Don't make me fight Shiva and Shiva's fucking tall as fuck. And then make me unlock him and he's the same size as the main character. What the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you? That's the biggest shit that I have. That's the biggest problem that I have with with these Shimigami games. Now, when it comes to like how Shimigami 4 and Apocalypse, how they're designed and everything like that, I don't mind all that much. But I'm talking about with 5. I'm just like in 3. I'm like, you have these big giant bosses, and then they become little tiny size of you. No, no, I don't want that. At that point, I don't even want the monster. Seriously, I'm like that. Sometimes I'm like that. It really is. Especially if it's a boss that gave me a hard fucking time. And I'm like, oh, that's bullshit. And I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. I'd rather stick to the low level monsters and fuse them to make a better monster than fucking use you. I probably will get a better monster if I use you and fuse you with something. I could do that. Just use you and to fuse you. I could do that. You know? But enough with Shimigami a little bit. I'll probably talk about it in a different light eventually. So with more of Kingdom Hearts, I just sorry. It's funny. I've been burping a lot every time I'm doing these videos. I apologize. I am. I do apologize. If Kingdom Hearts comes back to its roots, then I'll be thankful at least. But do I see that happening with this company? No. Look, our color people, our so-called color people, we could change the whole dynamic of this fucking realm that we live in. Yes, we could. That's how much power we have. What do you think they keep killing us? That's if anyone says that, oh, that's a political thing. How is killing people that are color people political? Sounds like you want to make it political. You political fuck. Not everything needs to be political. I hate that shit. That's childish. It really is. Because it's like saying, it's almost like saying you don't want to touch on a subject because it's too painful for you. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Right? I mean, look, that type of shit is why we have these games to begin with. These terrible fucking games. Because no one doesn't want to step on any toes. No one doesn't want to change everything. They want to stay the same. Oh, but that's how it is nowadays. No, it isn't. You guys have the opportunity to change all that shit. Wait, we do. You guys are gamers. You guys pay for these companies. You guys have opportunity upon opportunity to tell these developers no. Some of you have, but a lot of you have basically you're like yes 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 and you look pathetic. You look pathetic. You look fucking pathetic. There's even some people around who are like, yeah, can we not have turn based anymore? You do realize that's gonna leave off a majority of your viewership, your content viewers, and the people that are buying your shit. Why do you think people that have played Final Fantasy for such a long time are telling Square Enix go back to turn-based? But Square Enix is keep making excuses saying that we can't have an open world game. And then you have stupid motherfuckers saying that, yeah, we don't need an open world game. It's too much for these developers. No, it's not. It's laziness. That's what it is. It's fucking laziness. You mean to tell me Square Enix can't make a full open world game like GTA? Then at that point, we should not have Grand Theft Auto. Make Grand Theft Auto a hallway simulator like fucking Final Fantasy 13. That would go over well. That would go over well great. Right? Right? See, you're not thinking. You just want these developers, you just want to suck the dick of these developers and these companies. And that's why I'm sick of these fucking goddamn gamers. And you're not a fucking gamer. You're not. If you have that type of mindset, you don't deserve to be a gamer. Oh, who do you don't tell me you don't deserve to be a gamer? You're not a gamer. In my eyes, you're not a gamer. You're a pathetic motherfucker that wants to kill gaming. That's what you are. You want to kill gaming. Because you wanna specifically be your own little niche for you and you only. And that's not how it is. That's not how gaming is. You don't tell a person that only plays platformers to be like, well, fuck the platformers, just play RPGs. And they never played an RPG in their life. They only play platformers like Mario Brothers. I love platformers, but I'll tell you first of all, I'm not good at platformers. I used to be good at them as kids, as a kid. But once I grew up as an adult, I sucked at them. I could beat some of them, but the older ones, like Super Mario Bros. 3 and 2, and even the first game, I can't beat them to save my life. Especially the old classic ones, like the ones you can't save. I can't beat that shit to save my life. I need a save state. I need a fucking save state. I do. Or else I won't be able to beat it. Right? But it's funny because then you have Mike Matea, you know, from Cinemassacre. He's not there anymore. But you have Mike Matea basically being like, well, if you're playing in a game that's on the PC and you're not playing on the real physical cartridge, you really didn't beat it. You know what? In my opinion, I don't care. I beat it. I still fucking beat it. Just because I didn't get the physical cartridge or play it on the physical system, it's not authentic for you. I beat it. Alright? Oh, but you can use cheat codes just to play it fast and shit. Yeah, because there's an option for that. Yeah, sorry that there's options now to play the way you want to play with these old games. Sorry there's an option for that. Because going back to play these old games, is no one doesn't want to spend 5 hours playing a game on one stage. No one doesn't want to do that anymore. This is not the 80s. I'm sorry. This is not the 80s or 70s anymore. Grow the fuck up. Seriously. We're in a different time. Alright? Gaming has changed. Maybe you can play like that still, which is fine. And sometimes I might go back to certain games like that, which is cool. But for all games to be like that, no. It shouldn't be. Look at the way Cuphead is. Cuphead is fitting into that type of niche, which I love. But where I get like multiple games all like Cuphead, no. I wouldn't. Because that shit would drive me crazy and I would never beat it. I wouldn't. I would have never beat it. You know? I'm surprised that I'm actually almost beating Cuphead. Because I feel like I would never beat that game, but I am. You know? I'm not saying I'm almost done, but I'm getting there. You know? So... And then when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, you want things to be good for this franchise, but Square Enix does not care. Square does not care. They don't. It's like ever since Disney got involved, it's almost like they took over. And if that's true, then Kingdom Hearts should have never became popular. Yes, it should never became popular. Oh, how could you say that if it had Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters? Well, to be honest, at the time, no one didn't care about Kingdom Hearts until Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. You see? You see how that worked? 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 No one didn't give a fuck about Kingdom Hearts 3. No one didn't give a fuck about Kingdom Hearts until Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. because everyone started talking about it. Everyone hype was part of the hype bandwagon. And then where are they? Where's all the people that got to the Kingdom Hearts hype bandwagon? Where are they? Where are they? Nowhere to be found. Because they're fucking fake. They're fucking fake. They're fucking frauds. Alright? I don't give a fuck. They're fucking fake. They really are. They're fucking fake. And fucking them. They're not real fans or real gamers. They're not. They're not real gamers. They're not. It's not like you looking at Dragon Quest or Shimigami and be like, yeah, let's play that game, because every game is different. Like again, each Dragon Quest game and each Shimigami game is different from the other. Same thing with Persona. And I want to mention this too. Persona fans, don't go to Shimigami suspecting Persona. You are going to have a bad time. Alright? Seriously. I didn't have that mindset going into Shimigami. Because to be honest, Shimigami was my first introduction to like the Persona stuff. Because with the monsters and stuff like that, obviously. Because my first my first Shimigami game was Shimigami was it Devil Summoner for the 3DS. That shit was lit. I never beat it, but that shit was awesome to play. It was hard, but eventually when I got it. You know? Well, to be honest, I wasn't really good at it, so I just pressed auto attack, and eventually just leveled up a lot. And I was like, oh, okay. You know? And then I traveled through the whole dungeon and all that. To be honest, going through the dungeon in that game, some people might have flaws with it, but I had fun with it. I did. And knowing how the game was walking and the map and everything like that, that shit was fun. It was fun. So, I do recommend playing the Shimigami games. I really do. And even the ones that people hate, I still recommend them. I still recommend you playing them. Because the ones that people hate, I'm playing one of the ones that people hate the most, and that's Apocalypse. And I don't get the hate. I really don't get the hate. For crying out loud, there's multiple endings in some of these games. So for you to be like, oh, I don't like that ending, have another ending. That's why you have multiple save files, for a reason. Stupid concept, right? Stupid concept. Whatever, man. Whatever. Especially when the game tells you, oh, at this rate, things are going to change. At this rate, whatever you do changes the game. So you should be saving it and make multiple save files at that point. Seriously. Don't be stupid. Listen to the game. Okay? Don't be like, well, the game didn't tell me shit. No, the game told you multiple times and you didn't listen. And you want to fucking point out that's a flaw, but it's not because you didn't listen. It's the same people, it's the same fact when it comes to the MCU. Right? I will talk about the MCU stuff later. Because I'll have a lot to say with that. A lot to say. Right? So, I know this was a tangent with Kingdom Hearts and gaming in general, but it has to be said. Because when you talk about a certain franchise of a game, you do gonna have to talk about other gaming stuff. It's just what it is, what it is. So, what do you guys think about this whole thing with Kingdom Hearts? What do you think about gaming right now in general? And what do you think about everything that I talked about in this video? Everything. Because it's a sign that it's a sign showing that these creative people if they were so creative, if these developers were so creative, they will actually make a good fucking goddamn product. And the thing is too, they're all good games out there. There still is good games out there. It's just that you're hearing more about the bad games now, because that's what everyone wants to play now, right? You guys want to play shit games. You guys want to play shit games, fucking promote it, fucking put it on YouTube, that gets more highlight, and it makes more money, and these developers are like, let's keep making shit. See, it's that type of shit that makes me look at some gamers and say that you're not a gamer. You're not a gamer. Whatever happened to just having fun with a game, and whatever happened to just making a good, cohesive game. Where's the PlayStation 1's Final Fantasy 7s? Where's the Tomb Raiders? Where's the Dragon Quests? Where are those games at? You know, there's an upcoming game I think that you can literally ride on a dragon. It's like a Twisted Metal type shit I think. That shit looks dope as fuck. That's the shit I'm talking about, man. That's the shit I'm talking about. Changing shit. Because a lot of shit in gaming looks the fucking same, and I'm tired of that shit. What do you think I went to Shimigami and Dragon Quest? Because those games are different, and I love the medieval shit in Dragon Quest. That's why. Look. When it comes to medieval and Dragon Quest, they do a little bit of sci-fi sometimes, but you need to progress through the game in some Dragon Quest games to see that. You know, Dragon Quest 11 has a little bit of sci-fi in it, but overall, it's still on the medieval type of base, and I love that shit. Yeah, anyone that hates the medieval type of style, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Because that is literally what started the RPG shit, the medieval type crap, not the sci-fi, right? The fucking medieval type shit, and sometimes even the cyberpunk stuff. I love the cyberpunk shit. Alright? Bring that back. Bring that style of Final Fantasy VI back, please. Because I would love to see that shit again. Not the Final Fantasy VIII or Final Fantasy VII shit. I'm dead serious. Right? Look, I love Final Fantasy VII and 8. I do. But stop catering to those fucking people. Stop catering to a niche people that really don't give a fuck of turn base or the medieval shit of Final Fantasy. If they don't care about those two things, then why should you fucking give a fuck about them? I don't. How much you want to bet? If you give them Final Fantasy 9, they'll be like, oh, what's this furry doing in my fucking goddamn screen? Fucking spoony piece of shit. Yeah, I said it. Spoonie's a piece of shit. That shit has been a long time coming, bitch. And yeah, Final Fantasy 8 is better. Fuck you, Spoonie. Shit. Can we say that now? Can we finally say that now? Can we say that now? Because I'm saying this right now. Final Fantasy 8 has, to be honest, Final Fantasy 8, in my opinion, engages me more than Final Fantasy 7. And this is coming from a person that loves Final Fantasy 9, loves Final Fantasy 6, okay? And loves Final Fantasy 2. Yeah, I said it. I love Final Fantasy 2. The fact that you guys can't get the gameplay of Final Fantasy 2 is stupid. You guys are fucking idiots. You guys don't know how to play Final Fantasy 2? Don't have multiple fucking casters. Have one that's a healer, one that's a fucking tank, and one that could do a lot of magic. Don't have all of them do the same fucking shit. You idiot. You're putting more work on yourself. You idiot. You dumb idiot. And then you go point out that it's a flaw. No, that's your fault. That's literally your fault as a gamer. Good God, you suck. You fucking suck. Oh, I have to hit my opponent. You don't have to do that, you idiot. That's an option. Hopefully we get the fucking Final Fantasy 2 type of shit back. So we can have these motherfuckers come back and talk shit about it. So I can look at them and go to their channels and talk shit to them. Because they're idiots. They're idiots. And look, I understand if you don't like that type of style, then you don't like that type of style. I get it. I get it. I get it. But don't say the game sucks just because you don't know how to play it. You see how that works? You see how that works? You don't know how to play it. People that hate Final Fantasy 2 don't know how to play Final Fantasy 2. Yep, I said that right now. I said it. And I think that's the way I'm going to close it. Alright? I know this is about Kingdom Hearts, but alright. The title should be called Kingdom Hearts plus gaming. You know? So, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know I'm a mess in this video. I am. But it is what it is. Hopefully in the next video when I talk about the MCU, it'll be a little bit better. So hopefully that will be good. And look forward to the Child's Play fan film. because I do want to talk about that, and I haven't watched it, but I will. I will. Look, ooh, excuse me. Sorry again. Look forward for more Chucky content. Yeah, you probably are like, wait, more Chucky content? What are you trying? What are you trying to say? Well, I'll leave it at that.